Hello everyone, Wayne here. So I wanted to do something special for me hitting 5,000 subscribers, which, by the way, thank you so much for all your love and support. I really appreciate it. I'm just happy to be making content that people enjoy. So thank you so much. And I really wanted to give myself an opportunity and give you guys an opportunity to, ask me things and just give me that platform and a time and a space to really answer those questions. And I think this would be a great opportunity to talk about things that maybe I don't really, my voice just cracked so hard. Talk about things that an artist that I maybe haven't gotten to yet, or haven't really talked about yet. And just to give you guys an opportunity to get to know me better. And I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys. So this will be a segment called Ask Wayne. I posted something in the community tab, just asking you guys to ask me questions, comments, whatever, and I'll respond to them. So yes, this will be unscripted, completely just off the dome. I have not even looked at these questions yet. I've intentionally not looked at them, so this will be my first time reading these, just to give you just the most genuine answer possible. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And by the way, if you enjoy my content, please consider liking and subscribing. And by the way, if this flops, then hey, it never happened. Okay, cool, let's go. Falco Lombardi 6438 says, "Hey, your videos are so well put together. The aesthetically pleasing editing, the thoughtful commentary, and your unabashed individuality in your opinions. You're a very talented video maker. I love your work." Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, that was so sweet. Yes, and I love your username, Falco. I love Falco. Falco's one of my favorite Smash Brothers characters, for those that get it. Those that get it, get it. If you don't, then I'm sorry. Catch up. So, that was really sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Gold Biscuit 2708 asks, "What would you love Ariana's next album to be like? Like song topics, and how would it sound? Also, is there any artist you'd love to hear her collaborate with?" I really haven't brainstormed that much as far as what her next album would be, because part of me, I just really don't want to think too much about it, because I don't want to build up expectations and maybe be disappointed. Not that I'd be disappointed. I mean, I'm gonna love whatever she puts out, but I honestly just don't know. I feel like Ariana's done everything that she possibly can do at this point. Not saying that there's nothing left for her to really do, but I just feel like everything that I maybe would have wanted from her, she's already done it. So I don't know. Like I said, and I said this in my album's ranked video for her, I would really enjoy if she just kind of, what she did with Yours Truly and took it a step further. I would really like a more mature Yours Truly. But that being said, as far as people that she would collaborate with, I would want all the collaborations on her next album to be people that she's never collaborated with. So no The Weeknd, no Nicki, all new collaborations. So off the top of my head, maybe I would really want her to have a Timbaland produced track. I think her and Timbaland would do very well together. Drake, I think her and Drake would do great together. I'm trying to think of some female collabs that she could do. That's really it. Like I said, I haven't really thought that much about it. But maybe that's a topic for a video in the future, maybe. So Brandon 4624 says, "Congrats, your videos and content is great, and I love your take on topics. Plus, we share the same taste in artists. I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of the new music drops, maybe, or what you might think song of the summer is so far. For me, I would have to say Barbie World with Nicki and Ice Spice. Also, have you heard Kelly's new album? It's been on replay for me lately." So this is a multi-part one. New music. So I actually had a video. I recorded the audio for it. I just never worked on it, about some new releases this year that I hadn't really covered. So I might still put that video out. I don't know, but as far as new releases and stuff that have really caught my attention, just real off the top of my head, I'm just kind of recapping this year. So Sam Smith's album In Pieces with Chloe, while it's not my favorite release of the year, I have my opinions on that one. I'm not particularly fond of that album, but I do like a few songs off of it. Kim Petras, her album, I really enjoyed that. Coil Ray dropped an album that nobody talked about, and I really enjoyed that. Nobody talks about it. Ray, I can't remember if that came out this year or last year. I think it came out this year though. Her album, I really enjoyed that. There's other ones I just can't remember off the top of my head. But no, those are some really good ones. As far as Song of the Summer goes, 2023 is very weird because like I just feel like we don't really have a summer song. But like I just feel like we really just don't have a big summer smash this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there's no song that I think of that just screams like, oh, summertime 2023. So, and Barbie World by Nicki and Ice Spice, I agree. I love that song. I actually prefer that song over the Princess Diana remix. So I agree with you on that. And Kelly's new album, no, it is on my to-do list, my to be listened to list. So I still need to listen to her album. So I'm getting around to it. Feeling So Good says, what are your thoughts on Britney Spears' music? Do you think she's happy with her musical career, or does it feel forced on her? By the way, you have been with me for a long time. I've seen your username before, so thank you. I appreciate it so much. I love Britney. Britney is a legend. Britney Spears is a legend, and I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what anybody has to say about, whatever she may be doing or whatever she may be posting these days. I'm going to stand behind Britney because I love Britney, As far as thoughts on her music, I mean, she's iconic. Like, she is a staple in pop music. Like, if you ask me, like, Britney Spears is one of those artists that, like, she wrote the book on, what it means to be a pop star, As far as does it feel forced on her? I mean, I don't know that. I don't really feel educated enough on her life story to really comment on that, so I won't. I'll just say that if she's happy, that's fine. If she's happy not putting out any more music, that's totally up to her. I feel like she's done enough to, for the industry. So if she doesn't want to put out any more music, then that's totally up to her. But no, I love Britney. I have some videos in the pipeline that talk about her. So I'm very excited about those. But no, I love Britney so much. Really, I really do. OOTD_companion 1097 says, hi, I love your channel and the detail you put into it. The question I have is, do you have an artist who by society standards is a legend who you think is overrated? Well, there's one that comes to mind. The Beatles. I'm sorry. The Beatles, and me being a big Michael Jackson fan, like, they have, like, it's like always, Michael Jackson's always been number 2 to the Beatles. Sorry if you like the Beatles, but I don't get the hype. I never have. I just feel like so many people have done whatever they do so much better. They don't dance. They don't, it's just like, it's just music. And I'm not saying it's bad music, but I just feel like there was just so many other, even their contemporaries, I feel like there were so many other better artists, but yeah, the Beatles. I don't know if you're expecting somebody more modern, because I feel like everybody after them that was considered a legend, I don't really think anybody, with the exception of the Beatles, obviously, is, I guess, overrated. No, I think, but the Beatles is just the first one that comes to mind. So, oh my goodness, these names. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna mess up so many of y'all's usernames. I'm so sorry. OK-LH4TK says, what are your opinions on hyperpop and PC music? Also, do you listen to any rap music? So hyperpop is a relatively new term to me. I really only discovered that term in like the last year or so. I think the closest I would get to hyperpop is like maybe Charlie XCX, and correct me if I'm wrong if she doesn't count, but I feel like that's the closest I've ever been to it. I can't really, anybody else that you would consider hyperpop, I don't really listen to them, but I'm totally down to take recommendations. I'm not familiar. PC music, what is that? Like, is that literally computer music? I don't know, but I'm not familiar. As also, do you listen to any rap music? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I don't really talk about it much on my channel. It's coming up probably in a future video, but no, I love rap. My favorite rapper is Drake, but also like Jay-Z, Kanye West before he went, off the deep end. There's a lot. Lil Wayne, Eminem. There's not really a lot of recent rappers. Travis Scott. I can't really think of any right now. But no, I love rap. It's like it's hard not to like. If I like R&B and pop, like you gotta like rap too. So like no, it's a lot of crossover for me. But yeah, I love it. What are 09876 says? New and upcoming artist recommendations, maybe like an open forum, and also your picks for each month. Would love to see something like that in a future video. My question for the 5K video is, do you think you occupy an interesting spot in YouTube? What's your opinion on the music video essay genre? I think I do occupy a certain niche in YouTube. That I think that's what really kind of made me blow up. So I guess faster than I imagined, is because like the goal that I set out when I made this channel was to make content that I would be on YouTube and be like, man, I wish somebody would make a video about that. And when I'll make the video, so that I kind of occupy that gap in the market per se. Like I make the videos that like nobody else has really made, or if they do, I try to hit it from a different angle. So like, if I make a video about album that's been done to death, like for example, like my Butterfly video, like yeah, Butterfly is like, everybody loves Butterfly by Mariah Carey, but I wanted to approach it from a different angle and maybe give some backstory to it and some context to it, or maybe just approach it in a different way. So that's really what I try to do. So yeah, I do think I occupy a certain niche, and I'm very blessed that it has allowed me to be as successful as I have been thus far. And as far as my opinion on the music video essay genre, I love it. I love just anything that, because especially with pop music, I feel like people kind of take it at face value. They don't really appreciate what it means and the meaning behind it, and like they kind of look at pop music as just being like this kind of fluff with no substance to it, and I've never liked that, because there's so much more to it. Just because somebody's a pop artist doesn't mean they can't put their heart and soul into their work. So I very much appreciate this genre of videos, because it just gives you a deeper look. I'm always about like, what is the meaning behind this music? What is the meaning behind this album? What is the meaning behind this song? Let's get to the core of it. So La Michael says, what do you think will be the upcoming trends in pop music? This Y2K trend is going to continue to go on. Like everything kind of comes back. Music is like fashion. So like everything kind of cycles its way back through. Like, everybody was doing like the 80s thing for a while, then everybody was doing the 90s thing. And so now the big thing now is the Y2K aesthetic. So I really think that, that's going to continue and double down. And then about 5 or 10 years from now, then they'll be doing like, I don't know, the 2010s aesthetic again, whatever that is, or whatever that was. So, yeah. Charlita says, congratulations. Do you have a favorite topic person to discuss on video? My Ariana videos always do really well, but I do really enjoy talking about Ariana just because I love Ariana so much. Really my favorite artists to talk about are the artists that I have like quote unquote history with. So the artists that really mean the most to me, the artists that I kind of grew up with. But no, yeah, my favorite artists to talk about are the ones that I'm just most familiar with. So like Beyonce, Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, those types. So yeah. Cooper Hair 3611 says, maybe some stuff on the Barbie movie and its soundtrack. The new Billy song made me sob, An Ocean, and more. It was absolutely embarrassing, but the song was incredible, and so are many others from artists that I know you've talked about on the channel before, like Pink Panthers. First of all, Cooper is my bestie. Cooper has been with me since almost day one. Like I love you so much, Cooper. I appreciate you. The soundtrack has been very cute so far. Like I said previously, like Barbie World, Nicki and Ice Spice, great song. I actually prefer that song over the Princess Diana remix. Speed Drive by Charlie XCX, love that song. It is not long enough. Your song is not long enough when you have your fans making fan-made extended remixes of it. The Dua Lipa song is really good as well. The Pink Pantheress song, it's not my favorite Pink Panther song, but still I love it. But those are the only ones I've really heard from the album thus far. The Billie one, I haven't heard it yet. I need to listen to it because I've heard a lot of good things about it. I haven't heard a single bad thing about that one, and I love Billie Eilish. Matthias Becerra 2231 says, how do you feel about Lana Del Rey? I kind of already answered this before, but like I love Lana. Lana kind of represented another kind of musical awakening for me. So I had like my pop music awakening, and then I had like my, I guess, alternative or like edgy kind of underground. I don't really know how you describe it, but like it was like music from people that you would not hear on the radio. And like it was Lana Del Rey and like The Weeknd, and at the time, like I know he's mainstream now, but this is before anybody knew who The Weeknd was. Like they were just like quote unquote Tumblr artists, like people that you would only hear about on Tumblr. But Lana kind of represents that awakening for me. She kind of opened the door for a lot of other people, artists for me to discover. But Born to Die is a wonderful album. Like when I listen to it, it takes me back to a very specific time. I very much love that album. Paradise, I love that album. Ultraviolence didn't really hit for me, and I've tried like so many times over the years to get it, but I don't. I won't say I won't get it, but it just didn't click for me. Honeymoon is, oh my god, I love that album. Honeymoon is phenomenal. Love that album so much. Lust for Life, I don't like it as much as Honeymoon and Born to Die, but it's still a great album. Norman Rockwell, love that one as well. But after that one, I kind of really fell off as far as Lana goes. Like Chemtrails, that one didn't really hit with me. And then Blue Banisters, the only song I liked off that one was Dealer, which I adore that song, by the way. And then her most recent album has the really long title about a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. And so far the only one I really liked from that one was A&W. But no, I love Lana. And I'm always going to be seated for whatever she puts out. You know, I love her so much. So Xbox Penguin 8705 says, do you play video games? If so, what kind? Yes, I actually founded this channel, you know, with the expectation that I was going to do music and video games, but the music obviously kind of gave me the most success, so like I kind of kept going with that, which I am working on a second channel for my other interests as far as video games go. But as far as video games I like, so obviously like Sonic the Hedgehog is my favorite, you know, video game series of all time. You know, he's my icon. I love him so much. He was the very first video that I ever posted on YouTube. I love Sonic. I love platformers like Sonic, and then I love The Legend of Zelda. I'm a Nintendo boy, so Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, love Mario, love Kirby, Metroid. As far as outside of Nintendo goes, you know, I love The Last of Us, Uncharted, video games like that, and there's just too many to name. I love a lot of video games. Mr. Couture says, when you gonna do a face reveal? I partially did one in my Renaissance video. I don't know when I'll do a face reveal. When I get a decent camera. I don't have a decent camera right now, and I don't want to put subpar quality videos up because yeah. But no, soon, eventually I will. I won't always be like hidden, but it's coming. It'll come sometime in the future, in the next year or so, definitely. Desi Wezzy says, thoughts on Dua Lipa? I love Dua Lipa so much. I distinctly remember, not to get too long-winded, but if you grew up in the US, I don't know if they had this outside of the US, but if you grew up in the US from like 2006 to like 2015 and you had cable, specifically Comcast, you might remember Music Choice. There were these channels that had, like, they just played music 24/7. They had different categories on different channels, and I just remember around like 2018, I just remember falling asleep, you know, at my parents' house on the couch, and I would have Music Choice playing because I just would want music in the background, and they would play Scared to Be Lonely. I think it's Martin Garrix featuring Dua Lipa over and over again. And I didn't know, this is before she blew up. This is before, like, I'm talking before New Rules. And I just remember, like, I really love this lady's voice, but I'm like, her name, like Dua Lipa, what is that? Who is that? You know? And then Be the One, her song, they would also play that a lot. And I'm like, okay, like, I really like this chick. Like, I really like her. And shortly after that, New Rules came out, and it just kind of became this big hit out of nowhere. And suddenly people knew who Dua Lipa was. But like, it was like a kind of an isolated incident. You know, that was like one big hit, and people were kind of already saying like, oh, she's a one-hit wonder. But then One Kiss came out with Calvin Harris, and you're just like, okay, like, cool, like, she's doing great. And then that meme came where she was, you know, the dancing meme, you know, the meme I'm talking about. And people were kind of like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like, she can't perform, she sucks, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And she kind of went away for a bit. And then all of a sudden, you know, out of nowhere, she drops Don't Start Now. And I'm talking like, it was just, she was giving choreography, she was giving, you know, everything. And I'd like to believe in my head that, you know, she used that meme and her being clowned online as like motivation to like be like, okay, like, cool, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And she did it, and she killed it. And Future Nostalgia is such a wonderful album, and just as an era, like, you know, if you know me, you know how I feel about pop music eras, and like Future Nostalgia was everything that I could have possibly wanted out of a pop music era. I'm talking like longevity, singles, promotion of the singles, music videos, everything, a deluxe edition, a reissue, all that good stuff. But no, I love Dua Lipa. There's a certain amount of pride, even if I don't necessarily stand her, there's a certain level of pride that you feel, you know, when you watch an artist kind of grow and become big. You feel like a proud mother almost. But I love Dua so much, and I'm so excited for her next album. All right, y'all. Well, that is all the questions so far. I got through those faster than I thought I would. But thank you so much if you left comments and questions. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. I would like to do this again. I really enjoyed hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please, again, make sure you like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos. I love you all so much. And again, I cannot thank you enough for all of your love and your support and your kind words. You guys, this is a safe space for me. No matter what's going on, you know, in my life, you know, I feel like I can just kind of come here and just know that I'll be loved and appreciated, and just know that I see all of your kind words, and I appreciate you guys so much. But yes, until next time, I love you all. My name is Wayne, and I hope to see you in the next video.